Hello everyone. Ever dream of traveling the world or planning to study abroad? Do you know which is the most important document for all of this? Yes, it's a passport. So, have you applied for a passport yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Let's check this program for all the passport related informations.
Welcome to today's special interview. Here, we'll be discussing about passport services. Whether you're applying for the first time or renewing an existing passport, knowing the process is very necessary for smooth experience. Today, we will know about the steps to be followed while applying for passport and the recent changes and updates in the passport regulations. To provide this information, we have with us Ms. Priyanka Maithani, Passport Officer, Chandigarh. So keep watching as we dive into this important conversation. Welcome,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you
It's
so
really
much,
great to have
Jennifer.
you here, ma'am.
Thank you for having me. I think it's a very, very important initiative that your institute
Yeah.
is undertaking.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now, we all feel that there is a lot of information that need to provide to the public, and I
Yes,
am
ma'am.
glad that through your medium, we'll be able to do that. So, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, beginning with the interview, first of all, I would want to know, ma'am, what is a passport and why is it necessary to have it in our documents?
So a passport is a travel document that all countries issue to the citizens of their country, and it allows them to go to other countries. As you are aware that we have a growing young population with
Yes.
aspirations who are making us proud in India and abroad. So
Mm.
we have observed this trend that the young population is using it to go pursue studies outside. Then they are undertaking startups in India. They're using it to make connections outside, so they travel for business. Then there are people who travel for tourism purposes to go explore the world.
Yeah.
So no matter what your uh, purpose is, if you need to visit any other country outside the boundaries of India, you need a passport.
Passport. Okay. So basically, it's a travel document which is very necessary when you travel outside the country.
Right, madam.
Okay, ma'am. So how can somebody apply for a passport?
So we have made a website which is the official government of India website called passportindia.gov.in. Other than that, we also have a mobile application which is the M Passport app. So you just need to download it on your phone, register yourself either on the website or through the app. It is an extremely easy process, and fill the form out which asks for details like your name, your place of birth, your date of birth, your parents' names. And once you're done with it, you will get an appointment. You will get an appointment for either a Passport Seva Kendras or a post office Passport Seva Kendra. And you can, and on the given date, you will visit those Seva Kendras and your application will be processed. During the processing of your application, what we do is we take your photograph and your biometrics and verify the original of your documents.
Okay, so what are the documents necessary while making this passport, ma'am?
You know, oh, first of all, I would like to again re-stress that all of this information is available on our official website,
Okay.
passportindia.gov.in. We
Okay.
have a very creative tool called the Document Advisor, which
Okay.
helps us ascertain what your need is. If you're applying for a passport for the first time, you
Mm-hmm.
will need something which is your identity proof, your date of birth proof, and your address proof. So, on the basis of these, we will issue a passport to you. So, it could just be one document. For example, your PAN card, which has all your details, could be the document required. But we have seen cases where people are changing their name or they're changing the name of their parents. Then our document requirement is a little more. For then we will either need a notification in the Gazette, or we need newspaper advertisements which state that yes, my name was X and now my name is Y. To get a passport, it is extremely easy. There is not a lot of documentation required. In case there are some changes or some modifications that you're doing, we will require greater documentation, and it is available on the document advisor or on the website.
Okay, so basically the documents are needed on behalf or on the basis of the needs.
Needs of the person.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So as we are talking about the needed documents, if there is a person with disability, do we have to submit our disability certificate or a UDID while making a passport?
No, madam, that is not required.
Okay. Ma'am, I would want to know what are the different type of services provided related to passport?
So our passport offices, we have 38 passport offices across India,
India.
uh,
Okay.
and these 38 passport offices offer not just passport services but also police clearance certificates.
Mhm.
Within the passport services, we offer both issue of fresh passport and reissue of passport. So fresh passport is when you apply for a passport for the first time. A
Okay.
reissue of passport is a misnomer in the sense we have seen cases where people feel that, oh, my passport expired, so I don't really hold a passport, so my
Mhm.
next passport will also be a fresh passport. But that is not the case. If you have ever held a passport,
Okay.
every other application will be reissued, irrespective of whether your previous old passport is lost, irrespective of whether it is damaged, even if you're changing your particulars, even if you're changing your date of birth from the previous passport to the current one, it is still a reissue of passport. So you can apply in various categories available on the website, but these cases are also reissue and not issue of fresh passport.
Okay. Ma'am, as we spoke about the services available, do the fees differ regarding the services also, or are they same for all the purposes?
Yes, madam. So, other than reissue and issue of passports, we have different types of passport. Every applicant has the choice to either choose between a passport of 36 pages or 60 pages. So, your
Okay.
fee will depend on whether you're taking a normal booklet or a jumbo booklet. We call
Jumbo.
these
Okay.
the 60-page booklet is a jumbo booklet. Similarly, if you're applying under normal category, which is when pre-police verification happens, we only issue the passport when the police verify your citizenship and your antecedents. That has a different fee as compared to the Tatkal service that we offer, which is when police verification happens after the issue of the passport. So fees is also determined on the choice of booklet and the choice of service you make. So the minimum fee that we offer is the minimum fee that we charge is rupees 1000, which is in the case of minors, and the maximum fee that can be charged is rupees 3500, which is in the case of a Tatkal passport, or in the case of a reissue of passport jumbo booklet where the previous passport has been lost, damaged, or misplaced. It is extremely important to note that lost categories cannot apply in Tatkal.
Okay. Ma'am, basically, as you mentioned right now, normal and tatkal. So, what is the difference between these two? Like, we did understand that tatkal is something which might be issued in emergency situations, probably. So, what are they basically?
So when we hear of Tatkal,
Mhm.
what the word Tatkal implies emergency that you said, but
Yes.
that is not correct on the ground, because we have observed, for example, somebody came to India, they
Mhm.
lost their passport, and then they come to us saying that we would like to avail your Tatkal facility, but lost previous passports cannot be processed under Tatkal facility. So even though they need to go back, it may be an emergency, but it is not eligible under Tatkal because we need to do our due diligence. What Tatkal means is usually an earlier appointment,
Okay.
faster printing, and faster dispatch. So we will not wait for the police to verify your
Okay.
antecedents. We will
Mhm.
dispatch the passport before that.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Yeah.
So now I would want to know, ma'am. Usually we have seen police involvement in this verification. So
Right.
people usually freak out. So I would want to know what is the role of police authorities in passport issuance?
again, I feel that the fear is misguided and due to lack of
Yeah.
information. So,
Okay.
thank you for asking this question. The police plays such an integral role in the passport issuance process. Like I mentioned to you during the earlier part of the interview,
Yeah.
that passports are basically travel documents that a country or a government issues to its citizens.
Yeah.
So this police verification helps us ascertain the nationality of the person and also the antecedents of the person. It is extremely important for bilateral ties because our people are going to become the diaspora, be it for short term or for long term in another country. And
Exactly.
as the government, we have to ensure that we are safeguarding their interests and also the country's interests. Right.
Yeah. Ma'am, which are the types of passport issued in India?
We have three types of passports issued in India. One is the ordinary passport, which, like I
Mhm.
mentioned, can be a normal booklet or a jumbo booklet. That is 36 pages or 60 pages.
Yeah.
For an adult, it is valid for 10 years, and after you can also get it reissued before those 10 years are over. For example, like you were mentioning, you're from Karnataka and then you shifted to Dehradun, right? So if you
Yes, ma'am.
feel that, oh, I would want to get my address changed, but my passport is expiring only in 2032. It's 2024. Can I get my address changed? Yes, you can. You can apply for another passport, and that passport will be valid from 2024 to 2034.
Okay.
So it's a usually 10-year validity.
Mhm.
For minors, we restrict it to 5 years because we've observed that as kids grow, their face changes a lot.
Changes. Yeah.
So we need to update their photograph. So we restrict it to 5 years or till they attain the age of 18, whichever is earlier. Then after that, we have two types of passports which are issued to government officials. These are the diplomatic and official passport, depending on the need of travel of that officer and depending on the regulations of the government.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Well, earlier we noticed that verification used to take a lot of time. It was kind of time consuming. So, has there been any changes lately, ma'am?
Yes, with technological advancement and with the Digital India program, like I mentioned, that we have an M Passport app. Now, what we also have is an M Passport Police app, due to which the entire police verification it has gone digital. So, from 3 months in 2010, our current timeline is 21 days. The police of various states, they have these tablets and there is no paper trail required. So the police verification is extremely quick. I sit in Chandigarh and the UT police usually takes 1 to 2 days to complete the verification.
Okay, so there have been changes now. So, it's
Yes,
really great to know about
very
that.
efficient, very efficient.
Yes, yes. Ma'am, I would want to know, as you mentioned, the difference between those 36 and 60 pages. Is there any major difference? Who are the people who usually take up those 60 pages passport?
So it's an individual decision, I feel. If somebody feels that over the next 10 years they will be using their passport more, we have observed that they opt for 60 pages. And if somebody feels that they may not be needing it, they opt for 36 pages. It's a very personal decision. On our end, the only distinction is the fees that we charge.
Yes.
For 36 pages, for a normal passport, we will charge 1500, and for a 60 pages booklet, we will charge 2000 under the normal category.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I would want to know if somebody wants to track the status of the application. So, how can they do that? Any
I
website?
will again redirect all the listeners to our Passport India website. We have a tracking facility over there.
Oh,
And again, one thing that I would like to state is that all our communication, sometimes when you're tracking your status, you will see something which says that a communication has been dispatched to you, a customized notification has been sent to you. So we send this to your registered email ID at the time
mhm.
when you're registering for the website. So please make sure that it is yours. It is a personal email ID so that we can communicate easily with you. We will also send it to your address through India Post, but it is always better, like I mentioned, through digitization, everything is quick. So within seconds,
Easily.
we can
Yeah.
communicate with you. So tracking of passports can be done through the official website.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I would want to know if anybody has a complaint regarding the delivery or any regarding passport. So, where should we contact? Is there any specific website or a contact number, or do we have to go redirect ourselves to the website again?
Thank you for asking this question. It's a very, very pertinent question. I would also like to stress that since we give public services, we take grievance redressal extremely seriously, and we have done our best to strengthen this pan India. And this is both at an RPO level, which is local, and also the government of India level, which is national. So, at an RPO level, what we offer is we offer, if you go on the page of the RPO, you will be able to see their email ID, you will be able to see their phone number, and you will also be able to see their X account, which is a social media account. So
Yeah.
you can use, because we understand that applicants are spread all over India, and now we have the apply anywhere scheme, so anyone can apply at any office. So we understand that email and phone and social media are better ways. We are available otherwise during office hours in the offices, and if anyone wants to come walk into the office, try to understand what the issue is, we will do our best to resolve it. On
Okay.
the government of India level, we have various portals. We of course have the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, which looks at grievances which have to do with any GOI office. Then we have the CP Gram portal, and we monitor all of these at the local level, at the ministry level, and also the government level. So these various mechanisms the people can use in case they feel that there is some deficit in their application or the processing of the application.
Okay. This is very helpful information to all those who are listening, basically, because sometimes we have issues and we do not know where to file our complaints or whatever it is. Okay, ma'am, I would want to know which are the common mistakes that people usually do, the applicants usually do, which they should avoid.
I will end this question the way I started this interview. Kindly visit our website before
Website.
you begin the application process.
Yeah.
It is available in all regional languages. We have tried to make the information concise and precise both. There are various advisors, like I mentioned before. There is the document advisor, there is the fee advisor, there is a checklist of instructions. So if you visit the website, you will understand that the process is extremely easy. There should be no third party involved. It is
Okay.
a service that the government is offering to the public, and these are the only two entities that need to exist, and they should be connected through the website. Secondly, we have observed, the reason I mentioned that there should be no third party involved is because we see that a lot of incorrect information comes in the forms. And when we ask the applicant, why did you fill this incorrect information? They say, we did not fill the form. So if the applicant initiates the process, they will be better aware, they will be better
Mhm.
suited to reply to our queries, and it will be a more seamless and easy process. So fill the
Yeah.
correct information, fill it yourself, read the website. We have a toll free number that exists where you can reach out and ask your questions. We exist in all the major, in 38 cities of India, so you can come ask us. We are available on social media, so if there is any question, ask, and it'll be easy.
Okay. Ma'am, since we are talking about the mistakes, are there any cases where cyber crime or cyber fraud has taken place due to applicants' mistakes?
Uh, I would not be able to recollect one particular case, but I will give you a general overview of what we have seen. What we see is that a lot of touts or agents set up websites which are very similar to our official website.
Okay.
So it will be passportindia.com instead of passportindia.gov.in.
GOV.in. Okay.
And then an applicant will go there and pay fees which is not mandated by government of India. And and they will, what happens is usually we observe that in these applications
Mm-hmm.
the email ID is not of the applicant but of that third party offering these services. So
Mm-hmm.
now what happens is if we are sending out any communication, if we are saying your passport has been granted or this is the dispatch ID or your passport has, we would like to see X document before we issue your passport. It is all going to a third party. All of that information is with that party and is not
Mm-hmm.
reaching out to you. And it is creating this sort of information gap which is resulting in the applicant completely being unaware when they visit
Another.
our office and they
Mhm.
ask, oh, why is my application not being processed? And we say that, oh, but 2 months ago we sent out an email. And then the applicant says, we never received it. Then we check the application and it is somebody completely
It's
different.
email. Okay.
So I think more than it being a cyber fraud, I would say
Mhm.
that there is a lot of information gap that is existing and which we are, which you have very kindly agreed to fill through the medium of this interview.
And yeah. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Well, if somebody wants to apply for a passport, how can they find the nearest passport office? Is it mentioned in the website as well?
So we understand that India's a very large country, and that is why what we've done is we have tried making sure that we give this facility to everyone at the closest place possible to their residence. There are 543 parliamentary constituencies in India, and we have the ministry has this endeavor of opening a post office passport seva kendra in every parliamentary constituency. What the post office parliamentary seva kendra is, it is a coordination mechanism between the Ministry of External Affairs and the Department of Post, where we use these post offices in these parliamentary constituencies, and a person can go apply for a passport at the post office, and then we will process these applications. So one does not have to look at a major city or a major metro to try to find a, a place where they can apply. It is available in it is already available in 429 parliamentary constituencies, and the target is to open it in all parliamentary constituencies, which is 543.
Okay, ma'am. So now it is almost available in almost lot of
Pan-India.
areas.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Would you like to give any message or advice to our audience?
My message would be that we are here to serve. The passports are issued under a program called the Passport Seva program. So the concept of Seva is inbuilt into this program. We are at your disposal through the process before you apply, when you apply, and after you apply. The information is available on the website. It is available at POPSKs. It is available at the regional passport offices. Please use this information. I would just say that we are looking forward to serving everybody.
That's it. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing all this valuable information, which is very important to all of us.
Thank you
So,
so much for having me.
yeah,
Thank you.
and we really appreciate your time and insights, though.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
In the end, to all those who are watching, please visit the official passport website for all the passport regarding services and requirements and recent updates. And do visit the website for your tracking and all the complaints, whichever you have to register. And I hope this information was useful to you all. Thank you once again for watching us.
पासपोर्ट दुनिया की चाबी है, विदेश के सफर में ये सच्चा साथी है। ये नहीं महज कोई कागज का है टुकड़ा, पहचान का दस्तावेज है ये पक्का। दूर विदेश की सैर कराकर 7 समंदर पार दिखाए, सफर करे हम जहां भी वहीं ये फिकर को भी दूर हटाए। हो बिजनेस ट्रिप या एजुकेशन, हर जगह ये करता फंक्शन, लेके जाओ पासपोर्ट। होता पहचान का वैलिड रूप, ये क्रेडिबल डॉक्यूमेंट प्रूफ, ये तो बनवा लो पासपोर्ट। पासपोर्ट दुनिया की चाबी है, विदेश के सफर में ये सच्चा साथी है। पासपोर्ट दुनिया की चाबी है।